this is perfectly acceptable to do. Especially because I'm replacing the pads. Because these right here, if they're seized, this won't come in.
Okay.
So because these slides right here are going all the way in, it's able to compress that piston all the way out.
Okay.
And I like to go all the way, even though you don't really need to. Just because I like to have room. Because I'm that kind of person.
And then it just comes off.
Ew. Somebody was making a home in there.
Really?
Or something. Some kind of a bug, maybe? I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, she was... Squeak!
Change me.
Okay, hang on. Let me make this nice.
It's an instrument. When we build a new...
You have to go a lot faster.
When we build a new future, that can be an instrument. At the
gotta go a lot
the
faster.
home ranch. Yeah, there's almost no divot there.
And if you look at the inside of the pad, you'll see the discoloration in the pad where some parts of it got a lot hotter than others. And you see how that center part's all covered with dust, so the heat was not able to dissipate.
Okay.
And see how this one, the line's much more obvious?
Yeah,
Heat was able to dissipate, and less discoloration, less overall wear, because less heat.
There's there's nothing.
Heat and vibration are the two biggest things that wear out car parts.
Cool.
There we go. Make sure you get that as video.
I did. Don't worry. I teach a lot of sound effects in jiu-jitsu, so I resonate. Yeah.
I like to do weird sound effects when people don't expect it.
Nice.
I had this guy try to wrestle me once at work, and because I've always been the smaller guy at work, and he was much taller than me, much larger arm reach and all that, but he wasn't trained at all, and he didn't know how to wrestle at all. So I was able to overpower him and fold him in a knot really, really easily. So I literally just pushed him into a dog bed, and then I grappled myself on top of him, and the entire time I was going and then I did the hey you guys and I just pushed him in the dog bed. It's pretty fun.
So that's the caliper holder.
This is the caliper mounting bracket.
Mounting bracket.
Most important
My
part.
brain turned into caliper holder.
Most important part of doing your own brakes is getting these slides out and greasing the shit out of them. See how it's kind of dry? I want to make sure that her thirsty ass gets fed. And this is my favorite part. I just stick the brush in there and I make her take it off.
You have a good personality for going on YouTube because you don't give a shit.
I really fucking don't. I give no fucks.
I mean, when you're uncancelable, it makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
Is that pretty dry too?
Yeah, yes. There's nothing on there.
So what happens when they're dry?
These can seize up completely, and then when they don't want to move, it can wear out this exponentially faster, create all kinds of heat and stuff like that.
Okay.
Also, see this little O-ring here? There's only one of those per caliper mounting bracket, so you want to make sure that I do these one at a time, so that way I don't put them in the wrong spot, because you can put those in the wrong spot, and then that can cause issues.
You sound like good tips.
It is. Solid advice. And then don't ever forget the grease gang bang inside the bracket.
Ooh.
Yep. And then in 9 months, a new brake pad will form out of here.
Alright, is that the first time you made that joke?
No, yes.
Just thought of it just now?
Yes.
Okay, so just two on each side?
Yep. And then I just always do that to make sure they're going to be good. And there's that nice little air pocket homie was talking about that I don't worry about. But there's a good amount of grease in there. I just make sure that they're going to slide good.
Yeah.
Because your brake pads, when you're driving on the road, are going to be going
Nice.
like that.
Okay.
Yes, they make wee noises.
We're not even 5 minutes in right now. It's been a lot of information.
Right. This goes back to a new home.
Can you say again how you saw how those that was worn more? Like just show the camera, like on the rotor.
Okay, so you have the discoloration here,
Okay.
which is a sign of a lot of heat.
It's like silvery here and dark here.
And it's silvery here. That's a sign of where the squealer was actually making contact with the rotor. That's where the squeal was making noise.
Okay.
This right here is where it was building up heat, and it's discolored because it got hot. It's kind of glassy, so it actually takes more pedal effort to stop when it's glassy like that.
Okay.
On the inside, you don't have all that discoloration. You do have the glassiness, so it was still getting hot. But
And that's where
not
so
as
the outer
hot
one
as
was
this
that really worn down side.
Yeah, so the front side was a lot more worn because it got a lot hotter.
Okay.
So this discoloration, that means it got a lot hotter than this. Both sides got hot, but this is obviously much worse.
Okay. The rust and stuff is whatever. Like
Yeah, rust is gonna happen.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks, this thing will be rusty.
Okay.
It's nothing to worry about.
Like you said, like everybody says, they sell them shiny because people
And then
like shiny.
I like to put down a little diaper. Get another rag ready.
Excuse me, that's my leg rest.
Well, sorry about your leg rest, but it's on a diet.
What?
Yeah, I'm taking a few of these rags, so it's on a diet.
Oh.
It just lost weight.
Got it.
See all the nasties coming off of that? Considering it probably won't be getting in this for another 40 to 60,000 miles.
Take good care of her.
Yeah, wipe it down. It doesn't take but 5 minutes to just make sure you get all the crud off of it.
I'll put this up on my YouTube channel, just without editing it or anything. So. We can't go off on any 10-minute tangents.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, we can.
Yes, we
but-
can. It's YouTube. People want 10-minute tangents. They want to know what you're thinking
All
when
the
you're working
YouTube
on their car,
things,
not
all
just
the-
what you're doing.
All the YouTube things these days are so well edited. It's really intimidating. I'm just like,
It is. There's a lot of like people that get professional help too.
Yeah,
Like
they're
they'll have like a
separate
whole
skills.
team. They'll have a whole team on one
Absolutely.
YouTube channel. So it's like it's difficult to compete with that.
And when I
It
was
really
trying,
is.
well, if you want to, right? I mean, I'm sure people succeed without all the crazy editing too, but it's just harder these days.
Yeah, well, you got to be original and you got to have like something that's
Worth watching.
not only unheard of, but also, like you said, worth watching, entertaining. So educational shit is not very entertaining usually. So
I tried
me not giving a fuck probably does help a lot. Making it more entertaining than
videoing a tiny bit when I was doing engine stuff in the van yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, no wonder I'm so grateful to people that have done this stuff. It's just impossible to get.
If you've
your
never
camera
done like
in
certain things,
in
like
an angle with any kind of visual.
certain things, if you've never done before, it really, really does help to watch. Even if you've, like, I'm a good mechanic. Certain things, if I've never done it before, like a heater core, and you got to take the whole entire dash apart, I will watch a video 3 or 4 times before I even touch it, just so I know where all the bolts are, I know what tools I need, and I'm in and out like pro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the longest thing is if you don't have all the tools after you've already started.
Oh yeah, or you find out later on that you could have saved a lot of time because I need one more of your footrests. You could have saved a lot of time because there was a trick to do it that you didn't know about.
Yeah. Like you said, you're always learning too.
Yeah. Like there was once I was doing a Ford Taurus, like a 2001, I think it was. I was doing a heater core on it, and with those, they have from the factory, they're assembled with a robot, and they have this little tab that the robot attaches to set the dash in. Well, if you break that tab off, you can remove the heater core.
Just a little bit of Dawn and water that he used to get the grease off of the shipping grease. Anyway, yeah. So sorry, the robot.
Right there. I forgot what I was saying.
Robot. Play the tape back.
Robot what?
You were talking about that you were watching a video, and we were talking about watching videos and learning new things. And
So what I'm doing is I'm just prying under this part right here. I'm just prying up. I'm not prying against this, I'm prying against this right here. Just going up right there. But I'm going behind it with this. I'm just prying that up.
a lot of dust.
Yeah. A lot of crud.
Here comes
And this
the
is where you
Dawn.
put the video. I've been a nasty girl, nasty girl. So Sorry. Just your comment the other day just got that whole thing started for
Don't
me.
you blame this on me?
I have to. I cannot accept responsibility for any of my actions ever.
It's hard to keep this focused on the right spot. Harder.
And yeah, that's how you know you did a good job right there. When she squirts and it's clear.
Jesus. I want to stay focused. Okay, there we go. People are gonna be like, I hate the camera person talking the whole time. Shut up.
Exactly. Better than my videos. My videos, I can't hold the fucking camera straight, or I'll be fucking angling it so you see like the corner of my forehead, and that's it.
Yeah, that's why when you get rich, you gotta hire me to come out, because I'll have it all figured out by then.
Well, you'll be part of the team. There's gonna be like
Okay.
6 camera people, a lot of lighting.
My job is actually just to sit and look pretty.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll just be the mascot.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Pass out flyers.
Drinks.
You can be the hula hoop girl.
Thank you.
Just in the background, hula hooping.
I will learn how to hula for this purpose.
Yes, it's a very important life skill.
Like, I'm kind of keeping it running because it's fascinating how this really isn't taking much time. And it's sort of interesting to see it in real time. You know, because everything's so cut up these days. And people can skip. Fuck you, you don't want to watch the whole cleaning? Skip.
If you're not watching the cleaning, unsubscribe right now.
Unsubscribe.
I don't even like you.
Yeah, most of my channel is mobility and like spiritual stuff. And like changing freaks. Like a multifaceted individual.
Yeah.
Who like to learn things.
This is how you do a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
That's exactly what we do in Brazilian.
yep, that's how I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Wonderful. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yep. You heard it here.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's how I do it. I'm the master pro. It's an O'Reilly's
Sensei.
Auto Part. Yeah, Sensei.
Auto part parking lot champion.
Sensei Jorge. My dojo is in the back of my van.
Yes, we are in the lovely McDonald's parking lot. There's also Domino's. It's like basically a food court. We're doing this in a food court.
Yes. This is an Everything Express. Everything you could ever want and more.
I'm betting you're going to be done in less than 20 minutes.
I'm betting I'm going to be done in less than 10.
I wouldn't brag about that.
Well, I mean, I could make it last longer, but I thought we were trying to make this like a quick one.
Oh, you do listen. He listens, ladies and gentlemen.
Isn't that what we all really want at the end of the day? Just somebody to listen.
Somebody who listens.
Just somebody to listen
So
and
now
not hurt your feelings.
So you rinse it. Do you always rinse it off with water?
Yes. Just so there's not any like soap residue.
Okay.
On this, it doesn't really matter so much, but I just use dish soap and water on everything.
Okay.
And as a general like practice, I just
keep it as like your routine.
I rinse it. Yeah, I rinse it with water, wipe it down with a rag, let it dry somewhat mostly. Most important part is right here where the hardware goes. You want to make sure that's nice and dry and clean.
Where you're putting the clips back in.
Yes, because you have to put clips there, and if there's dirt there, the clips might not fit right. And if the clips don't fit right, that's bad juju.
Do you really brush those areas?
Yes, I brush the shit out of those with a nice, handy dandy, heavy duty, ultra mega. Probably should replace Harbor Freight brush.
Hey.
And
hello, roly poly.
These guys, again, you just want to make sure this is not facing this way, that it's facing outside, so it's not facing the rotor. And then you just press down in the center, and then those 2 side clips, fasten it down.
Stop, pause, stop. So there's a clear path. None of the clips are sticking in. Yep. Cool.
All right, and then these 2 threaded holes are what you're screwing these bolts into. I just push the rotor in, so that way it doesn't hit anything. Slide that guy in there. I push this in and I kind of wiggle both the bolt and the bracket. Get it good and started. Move on to the next one. Now I just kind of do the same thing, and I don't even have to see it. I'm just reaching in here, doing this all by hand. That's probably why it's not in the hole. Nope, it's definitely in the hole. Ladies and gentlemen, I have it in the hole. It was just a little loose.
Hey. But he was saying that's a really big trick, is shaking both sides of it to get it seated correctly. So you're not cross-threading.
And then to tighten it down, I abuse the ratchet and I beat it like a Stepford wife.
How do you know that it's tight enough? Just like, why did you need to do?
So you can do it with your hand. You can use a torque wrench. They're roughly around 75 foot-pounds torque from the factory. The only thing I really torque down, or recommend even torquing down, is the lug nuts, if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But these, you just kind of go till you can't anymore. You can get them pretty tight. It's not super important. Like cylinder heads that have stretch bolts and certain things do have sensitive torque patterns. That's not one of them. These, you sometimes do have to torque them down correctly. This isn't one of them.
I compare these to the other ones real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. Look at that smile with those big teeth, and look at that smile with those runt teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, old ones, new ones.
Well, specifically, look at the line here where the heat dissipates.
And there was no line left on this guy. Yeah.
And then I just put just a tiny bit of grease right here on these corners. Just enough for them to slide on these metal clips without making noise. Almost don't even need any at all. You really technically don't, but I like to put just a little there.
But you said you're worried about getting grease on the rotor, right?
Yeah, you do not want to get grease on the rotor or the brake pads, because if the grease sets into the brake pads, on this side of the brake pads, then it can cause them to wear out much faster, and they absorb into the pad and the rotor material, and then you get that glassy effect.
Don't fuck this up.
And this is where I fuck up. You have to kind of manipulate the clips a little. I put them in, top and bottom, and then I twist it. And then it usually goes in.
Is there something obvious that's going on right now that we're not?
I don't know, but this bottom one is not wanting to go in. There it goes. Like that.
Hey.
Just
didn't even need a hammer.
usually a lot faster.
We're at 18 minutes.
You don't need to use a hammer. I like to, but only after I get it, make sure it's started.
Yeah.
But usually after it's started, it just kind of slides in anyway.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to use a hammer. Sometimes you have to look in here.
This is where some people said that they just turn the wheel, but you were saying you don't always like to do that.
I just look in there with my face like a man. And then I beat on it with a hammer for no reason at all. I didn't need to do that. I just did that for fun. Oh, that's fun. Part is done. And then I just make sure this piston is on the back side here. And I push these slides in, make sure they're in all the way. And I line these guys up. You gotta kind of squeeze everything together. Line everything up.
This is the part you were talking about, the shaking.
Yes, so
This is the big shaking
I
part.
pick up on the caliper a little bit and I just wiggle it, and I wiggle the bolt a little bit until I can feel it start to thread. And then, I spin the whole thing.
If it's spinning the whole thing, it's not.
Just wiggle it a little bit more. It means it's starting to thread, but it's just because it's a slightly bit tight, it'll turn the whole thing. So you just pick up the caliper, wiggle it a little bit more.
That's where a lot of people like use a wrench to hold
Yeah,
one part in place, right?
Yes, you can use a wrench for that, but you don't really need to. as I'm about to show you, when you tighten it up, much like most nuts and bolts, you don't really have to hold this part, because as it tightens up, the top end of this holds it against here. So as you can see, that's pretty tight and it's not spinning. If it continues to spin, then it probably needs to be cleaned.
Oh, okay. What,
the threads on the bolt itself that go into here. Sometimes if those threads are dirty, it'll fight it going in, so then it'll want to spin here because the threads are fighting itself on the inside of this.
And you just soapy water kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, soap and water. And then sometimes you can take this and you can thread it in and out, kind of spray it with water while you're threading it in and out, and you'll clean it up really good. But yeah, that side's all done. It's all done. Just gotta put the tire on. I don't know if that was 10 minutes or not, but
it was 20 minutes 40 seconds for when I started, which wasn't, you might have had the tire off already.
Nice. So at that 10-minute mark, it was probably yeah, we're probably good on time.
Okay, we're gonna remember this time. You make it look so easy. Big strong man.
I use the foot on the bottom, my hand on the top, and I line up the center bore there. And then with my foot and my hand holding the tire, pushing in, again I just turn it left to right, so that way that's centered pretty good.
So by centered, it means that it's not like leaning.
Yeah, so it's not all the way this way or all the way that way.
Yeah.
I get it just about right there. And then once I get the one lug nut somewhat tight, I just turn this back and forth until I can't tighten the lug nut no more. And then if you look, they're all centered pretty well, except for this oblong one. That's what happens when you tighten it up without centering it.
We don't talk about that one. Oh, it's a little bent. Is that what you're saying? Is that one a little bent?
Yes, this stud here, this hole here, got out of round because this was not centered when it was tightened down at one point. Somebody got in a hurry. I'm not going to mention any names, like Samantha Fuller, anything like that.
It's not even my last name, so that's fine.
No.
Samantha Fuller.
Alan Johnson isn't my fucking
Samantha
name
Fuller.
anyway, so guess what? We all got aliases here. Yep. Welcome to Sketchy Sketches Auto. Don't do that.
Oh, that was 2.
It was on number 2. Don't ever do that.
You
can definitely over torque it, especially with a Milwaukee. These things are super powerful. You kick it down to 1, which is roughly around 100 foot-pounds torque.
Okay.
You don't use a torque wrench because you want to start an internet argument. And yeah, let's get the comments going. Remember, 4 uggas. Then 2 uggas. Good to go.
This was the last video she ever filmed before her brakes failed.
Yes.
And
She died on her way home. Over the bridge she went. And you just kind of line up this little part here with the valve stem, push it in there, beat it into place, call it names if you want, and it's done. Yay.